Some would call it swag. Some call it cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets him back in the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Split backs here. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the...
Brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tiger! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are high.
Turning it on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Quick with the spin move. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guys already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Inside the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking for room. It's Gentry. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
The give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, the portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tiger.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gentry. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast. And
taking it the other way. Pass to 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They punt it away on 4th down. And they'll just down it right there. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
Gonna run it. It's Gentry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him. And
finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Owen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. On the move. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got it on the move. It's a fumble. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. And this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch. It's Tillman. And they're able to make the tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He's got 69 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing.
Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they don't score.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made... adjustments. You're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half. Right away, you throw an interception to the defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Give him 88 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the comeback is on.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over NC State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so impressive.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Tillman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Defense just can't cover this guy. You've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Gentry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
He splits the upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Got room at the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger.
Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And here they come, almost all the way back.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They go 83 yards on the drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Gentry. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
They'll run it. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Moving away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
And after the incompletion, I know there's a big urge right now to just go for it, right? It's 4th and short. We can seize this thing. I think you just got to do the smart thing. You need a field goal. You're only trailing by a bit. Do the smart thing. Take the points. Still a lot of football to go.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, LSU.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And after that incompletion at this juncture of the game, field goal here would be nice on 4th down, obviously, but do you trust your defense to keep getting stops? If you don't, then you've got to go for it here on 4th and short.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Look out, he's got room. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going over the top. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Right on time, completes the slant. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn the ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the...
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense.
Touchdown, Bearcats! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And every offense is different. The 2-minute drill looks different for everybody. Slipping the run in there, sometimes it can be good, but you can't do that much more with that clock ticking out.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Gentry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. Now, close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.